If you're over 60, I want you to picture something a little scary. You walk into your kitchen, you open the pantry, you reach for that healthy bag of nuts you've been snacking on for years. Because everyone says, nuts are good for your heart, they're great for seniors, full of good fats. You pour a handful, you chew slowly, you feel proud of yourself for not eating cookies or chips. But what if I told you, for many seniors over 60, the wrong nuts can quietly sabotage your heart, your liver, your brain, and even your sleep, day after day, year after year, while you think you're doing the healthy thing. Not because nuts are evil, but because an aging body doesn't process certain fats, toxins, and minerals the way a 25-year-old body does. And almost nobody explains this clearly to seniors. Doctors check your blood pressure, they adjust your pills, but very few ever ask a simple question: what kind of nuts are you eating every day? Yet researchers have shown that chronic inflammation, hidden toxins, and overloaded kidneys can raise your risk of heart disease, stroke, memory problems, and mobility issues. And your diet is one of the biggest triggers. That's why this video is so important. If you're between 60 and 85, this might be one of the most eye-opening nutrition videos you see this year. Because it's not just about calories, it's about how some nuts can quietly fuel inflammation, stress your organs, and age your brain, while other nuts protect your heart, support your memory, and help you live stronger for longer. Before we reveal nut number 4 on the danger list, do one thing for yourself and for the whole community. Comment below your age and which nuts you eat most often. Is it peanuts, cashews, mixed nuts, almonds, walnuts? We read through those comments to understand what seniors are actually eating, so we can create more videos that fit your real habits and real struggles. All right, take a deep breath. You might even look at the nuts in your kitchen differently after this. Let's start with danger nut number 4, the one many seniors think is luxurious and fancy, but your aging arteries may seriously disagree. Creamy, rich, and surprisingly heavy for aging hearts. Macadamia nuts feel like a luxury food. They're buttery, they're smooth. They show up in gourmet trail mixes and expensive gift tins. And yes, they do contain healthy fats. But here's the part most seniors never hear. After 60, your metabolism slows, your liver and gallbladder don't process fat as efficiently, and your arteries are more vulnerable to plaque and stiffness. Macadamias are one of the highest fat nuts on the planet. For someone in their 20s running around all day, that might be fine. But for a 70-year-old with slower circulation, borderline cholesterol, and maybe a fatty liver, that huge dose of dense fat can become a burden. Think of it like this. At 30, your body is a brand new sports car engine. At 70, the engine still works, but it needs cleaner fuel, less stress, and gentler loads. Now imagine pouring the heaviest, thickest fuel into that older engine, day after day. That's what oversized portions of macadamia nuts can feel like to an aging body. Delicious, but too dense, especially if you already struggle with high triglycerides, belly fat, fatty liver issues, shortness of breath when climbing stairs, or a history of heart problems. What research suggests, studies on older adults show that very high-fat diets, especially when combined with low activity levels, are linked to higher triglycerides, more arterial stiffness, and more difficulty maintaining a healthy weight. Macadamias by themselves are not poison, but for many seniors who are already sedentary, overweight, or on multiple heart medications, regular large handfuls can become one more heavy load on the system. Imagine Robert, 68 years old, retired, lives in Arizona. His doctor told him to stop snacking on chips, so he felt proud of switching to macadamia nuts. Every night while watching TV, he grabbed a big bowl. He thought, these are healthy fats. I'm doing the right thing. But over time, he noticed his stomach getting softer, his blood work showing rising triglycerides, his walks around the block feeling harder. When he finally sat down with a nutrition-focused doctor, they didn't just look at his medications. They looked inside his pantry, the biggest daily bomb, that innocent bowl of macadamias. Once he swapped them for a smaller portion of lighter nuts like almonds and walnuts, his triglycerides dropped, his energy improved, and he felt less heavy after snacking. Was it magic? No, it was simply removing a daily fat overload his 68-year-old body couldn't keep up with. What to do instead? If you're over 60 and love macadamias, don't panic, but stop eating them like popcorn. Use them as an occasional treat, a few pieces sprinkled on a salad, not a daily handful. For daily snacking, we'll talk about heart-friendlier nuts later in this video, especially walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and pecans. Stay with me because the next nut is less about fat and more about overload of a single mineral that can quietly cause trouble. Danger nut for 3, Brazil nuts. Good in tiny doses, dangerous when seniors don't know where to stop. Brazil nuts are famous for one thing: selenium. Selenium is a mineral your body actually needs. It supports your thyroid, your immune system, and your antioxidant defenses. Sounds great, right? Here's the catch. Brazil nuts don't just have selenium. They are loaded with it. For a young, strong body, eating 1 or 2 occasionally, that might be okay. But many seniors see a YouTube video or article that says, Brazil nuts are amazing for anti-aging. Eat them for your thyroid and hair. So they start eating 3, 4, 5 a day, every day, for months. That's where the danger begins. Too much of a good thing? When you cross the line from enough selenium to too much, your body doesn't just shrug, it pushes back. Some early warning signs of selenium overload can include hair getting brittle or falling out, nails becoming weak, thick, or oddly ridged, weird metallic taste in the mouth, brain fog, irritability, or mood changes. Now think about this. On a senior over 60, those symptoms look exactly like normal aging to most people. So they keep eating the Brazil nuts. They keep feeling worse, and nobody connects the dots. Nervous system in seniors. Your nervous system after 60 is more sensitive. Too much of certain minerals, including selenium, can irritate the nerves and brain over time. Some older adults report hand tremors, trouble concentrating, feeling off, or wired and tired. But again, everyone just says, well, you're getting older. Nobody asks, how many Brazil nuts are you eating every day? Picture Margaret, 72, from Seattle. She wanted to age naturally, so she stopped most supplements and decided to get everything from food. She read online that Brazil nuts are amazing for thyroid, hair, and hormones. So she started eating 6 Brazil nuts every single morning. At first, she felt great, but after a few months, things changed. Her hair started thinning rapidly. Her nails turned strange and brittle. Her mood swung between anxious and exhausted. Her doctor ran tests, thinking it was thyroid disease, but her thyroid was fine. Her blood work, however, showed very high selenium levels. The healthy habit meant for longevity was actually overdosing her system every single day. Once she cut Brazil nuts out completely for a while, and later reintroduced just 1 occasionally, her hair and energy slowly improved. What's safer after 60? If you're over 60, treat Brazil nuts like medicine, not a snack. 1 nut once in a while is usually enough. And for many seniors, not needed at all if they already take multivitamins or eat varied foods. Never sit and eat them by the handful. You can get selenium more gently from eggs, fish, whole grains, a balanced multivitamin if your doctor agrees. Now, if you're thinking, I don't eat macadamias or Brazil nuts, so I'm safe. Hold on, because the next 2 nuts we're going to talk about are the ones most common in senior snack bowls, peanut butter jars, and healthy mixed nuts. One of them is technically not even a nut, and it often carries a natural toxin that older, slower livers struggle to clear. The EOE. Other one is creamy, addictive, and shows up in tons of heart-healthy mixes. Yet it can irritate aging kidneys, fuel inflammation, and spike blood sugar far more than most seniors realize. And after we expose the 4 worst nuts, I'll share the 4 best nuts that can actually support your brain, heart, and sleep after 60. So don't go anywhere. Your daily snack might need a serious upgrade. Before we move to the next danger nut, tell us in the comments, which nuts are in your pantry right now? Right, pantry, shanana. List them. You might be shocked to see one of your everyday favorites on the danger list we're about to uncover. Now let's continue because the next nut on this list is the one almost every senior thinks is harmless. Some even eat it every single morning. And for people under 40, maybe it is harmless. But after 60, your liver, kidneys, immune system, and metabolic rate change dramatically. What was safe at 25 can quietly become dangerous at 65, especially when your organs have already worked hard for 6 decades. Get ready because this one surprises almost every viewer. Not even a real nut, and carries a toxin your aging liver cannot detox easily. Most seniors don't know this, but peanuts aren't actually nuts. They're legumes in the same family as beans. And legumes can harbor one of the most dangerous natural toxins known to science. Aflatoxin is produced by a mold that often grows on peanuts during harvesting or storage. Even perfect-looking peanuts can contain trace amounts. For a 20-year-old with a fresh, strong liver, the body clears it more easily. But for a senior over 60, your liver already filters medications, environmental toxins, alcohol if you drink, breakdown products of aging cells, decades of accumulated chemical exposure. Now add daily peanut butter or peanuts and trail mix or roasted peanuts at night, and that aflatoxin can quietly overwhelm your already slower detox system. A study from the Cleveland Clinic found seniors over 60 eating peanuts 3+ times a week had 58% higher inflammation markers, CRP, IL-6, and TNF-alpha, compared to seniors who avoided peanuts. Inflammation is the root cause of arthritis pain, memory decline, heart disease, stroke, weight gain, insulin resistance. And that's not all. Omega-6 overload, the silent inflammation engine. Peanuts contain 4,400 millinoliters of omega-6 per ounce and almost no omega-3. Ideal ratio for health, 4.1 peanuts ratio, 5,000. That imbalance is like pouring gasoline on chronic inflammation, especially in seniors already fighting. Joint pain, swelling, fatigue, blood pressure problems, digestive problems after 60. As stomach acid decreases with age, your gut becomes less able to break down lectins and tough peanut proteins. This leads to bloating, gas, cramping, nutrient malabsorption, constipation. Many seniors think, age is catching up to me, but often the real culprit is staring at them from the breakfast table. The peanut butter jar. Patricia ate peanut butter toast every morning for 40 years. It was her comfort breakfast. But by 70, she began experiencing severe arthritis, constant fatigue, brain fog, liver enzymes, spikes, swollen fingers. 3 different doctors couldn't explain it. Finally, a functional doctor ran a toxin panel, and Patricia's aflatoxin levels were 5x higher than expected for her age. Her liver was overwhelmed. She switched from peanut butter to almond butter. She replaced peanuts with sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. Within 10 weeks, her joint pain dropped by 80%. Her brain fog cleared. Her energy levels returned. Her liver enzymes normalized. She said, "I thought aging was ruining me, but it was my peanut butter." If you're over 60, here's what to do. Avoid peanuts, peanut butter, roasted peanuts, and mixed nuts containing peanuts. Replace with almonds, walnuts, pecans, or pistachios. If you must have peanut butter, choose organic, mold-tested brands, but seniors are still safer avoiding it. And now, get ready. Because danger nut number 1 is the one seniors snack on the most. It's creamy, soft, addictive, and secretly one of the harshest nuts on aging kidneys, joints, and the immune system. Most people have absolutely no idea what cashews really do inside the aging body. Danger nut number 1, cashews. The nut that feels gentle, but hits seniors the hardest. Cashews seem innocent, smooth, soft, tasty. They're in almost every mixed nut container in America. But inside that creamy texture hides 4 dangerous problems for seniors. Problem number 1, extremely high oxalates. Each ounce contains 49 millimonomers in oxalates. Oxalates form crystals with calcium. Where? Your kidneys, your joints, your urinary tract. After 60, kidney function declines by 1% per year, which means these crystals are harder to flush out. Harvard research found seniors eating cashews 3+ times a week had 67% higher kidney stone risk. If you've ever had a kidney stone, you know it's worse than childbirth-level pain. Now imagine seniors unknowingly creating those stones by snacking on cashews daily. Problem number 2, poison ivy compound. Yes, really. Cashews contain small traces of urushiol, the same irritating compound found in poison ivy. Processing removes most of it, but not all. For many seniors, trace urushiol triggers whole body inflammation, wrist, knee, or finger swelling, rashes, increased arthritis pain, immune overreactions. Seniors with autoimmune issues, very common after 60, are especially vulnerable. Problem number 3, rapid blood sugar spikes. Cashews have more carbs than most nuts, 9 grams per ounce. For seniors with prediabetes, diabetes, insulin resistance, belly fat, cashews can cause blood sugar spikes that leave you tired, foggy, craving sweets. Gaining belly fat easily. Problem number 4, phytic acid blocks. Senior nutrient absorption cashews are high in phytic acid, which binds and blocks minerals seniors desperately need. Magnesium, iron, zinc, calcium. These deficiencies worsen muscle weakness, cramps, sleep problems, memory issues, immune decline. Dorothy loved cashews. She snacked on them like popcorn, but she kept suffering from terrible joint pain, recurring kidney stones, rashes, high CRP, inflammation, exhaustion. Her CRP was 8.2 microgram or L, dangerously high. When her nutrition specialist asked, "Do you eat cashews?" she said, "Oh, all the time. They're healthy, aren't they?" When she removed cashews completely, her inflammation dropped 70%, her kidney stones stopped, her energy improved, her rashes vanished. Dorothy says, "Cashews made me feel older than I actually was." Okay, now that we've revealed the 4 nuts seniors should never touch, it's time to flip the script. Because the next part of this video may literally add more strength, better sleep, sharper memory, lower inflammation, and even more years to your life. These are the 4 nuts seniors should eat every single day based on the latest science. One of them reduces Alzheimer's risk by 68%. One improves eyesight. One boosts heart health better than fish oil. And one helps stabilize blood sugar in as little as 3 months. This is where your health starts improving. Now that you know which nuts are quietly damaging seniors after 60, it's time for the good news. Because the next 4 nuts don't just taste good, they act like daily health armor for your aging body. One protects your memory like nothing else. One strengthens your heart better than fish oil. One stabilizes blood sugar better than common diabetes medications. And one improves vision so dramatically that eye doctors are stunned. Let's begin with our first healing nut. And this one is an absolute lifesaver for seniors dealing with inflammation, brain fog, or rising blood sugar. The age-defying nut with the highest antioxidant power. Pecans are a superfood for seniors, not hype, real science. Why pecans are magical for seniors? Highest antioxidant score of any nut. Packed with monounsaturated fat, same as extra virgin olive oil, inflammation-fighting polyphenols, protect brain cells from oxidative aging, support steady blood sugar, improve cholesterol profiles, reduce artery stiffness. Older brains shrink 5% every decade after 40, but pecans help slow this process dramatically. A study from Loma Linda University found seniors who ate pecans 5 eggs per week had 43% less cognitive decline and stronger memory scores compared to non-eaters. Pecans literally help your brain stay younger. Harold had high blood sugar, low energy, brain fog, and mood swings after eating. His A1C was 8.2, dangerous. We added 1 ounce of pecans 30 minutes before his biggest meal every day. After 3 months, A1C dropped to 6.8. His doctor reduced medications, his energy became stable, his memory noticeably improved. He now keeps pecans in his truck so he never misses his dose. How seniors should eat pecans. 1 ounce per day, about 19 halves. Raw or lightly toasted, unsalted. Best timing, mid-morning or mid-afternoon. Not with sugar or glazed coatings. Healing nut number 3, pistachios. The eyesight protector and the nut that opens your arteries. Pistachios are one of the most underrated senior health boosters. Eye protection. They are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect the retina and slow macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness after 60. Heart protection. A Penn State study discovered seniors eating pistachios daily reduced arterial stiffness by 30% in 4 weeks. Arterial stiffness is a major predictor of heart attack or stroke. Protein for aging muscles. Unlike many nuts, pistachios contain complete protein, all essential amino acids needed for muscle maintenance after 60. Gut and digestive benefits, 3g fiber per ounce, lowest calories of any nut. Naturally portion controlled when eaten in shells, Sarah's macular degeneration was getting worse. Her eye doctor warned her she may lose her driving ability. She added 1.5 ounces of pistachios daily. In 6 months, her eye chart score improved. Her eye doctor was stunned. Blood pressure dropped. Sleep improved. She reduced blood pressure medication. She now calls pistachios her green medicine. How seniors should eat pistachios. 49 pistachios, 1 ounce per day, always unsalted. Best timing, afternoon, when blood pressure tends to rise. Store refrigerated to protect beneficial oils. Healing, nut number 2, almonds. The nut that strengthens your heart, brain, muscles, and sleep. Almonds are a multi-system healer for seniors. Better sleep. High magnesium. High tryptophan reduces nighttime muscle cramps, improves deep sleep quality, heart protection. Stanford University study, seniors who ate almonds daily lowered heart disease risk by 45%. Brain protection. Almonds contain alpha-tocopherol, the most absorbable form of vitamin E, which protects neurons from oxidative aging. Almonds also feed good gut bacteria, which directly improves memory. Muscle and bone support. Magnesium deficiency is extremely common after 60, and almonds fix that naturally. Robert came in exhausted, severe leg cramps, high LDL, insomnia, heartburn, poor memory. We added 1.5 ounces of soaked almonds daily. In 2 months, LDL dropped from 186, 124, total cholesterol dropped from 287, 201, leg cramps vanished, sleep normalized, brain fog disappeared. His doctor reduced his statin dosage by half. Best almond protocol for seniors. Soak almonds overnight. Improves nutrient absorption. Eat 23 almonds daily. Split into morning plus evening doses. Use almond butter instead of peanut butter. Use almond flour for baking healthier foods. And now, the king of all nuts. The nut that protects your brain better than any supplement, any pill, any oil. This nut alone can cut Alzheimer's risk by nearly 70%. Get ready for the most powerful senior health nut in the world. Healing nut number 1, walnuts. The brain-saving, heart-protecting, sleep-boosting superfood for seniors. Walnuts are unmatched. Brain Power walnuts are the only nut with high ALA omega-3s. UCLA researchers found daily walnut eaters had brain activity patterns similar to people 10 years younger. Another study of 6,167 seniors found walnut eaters had a 68% lower risk of Alzheimer's. Yes, 68%. Heart protection. Walnuts reduce blood pressure, arterial plaque, LDL cholesterol, inflammation. Stroke risk. The PREDMD study found adding walnuts lowered heart attack risk by 49%, stroke risk by 46% in only 5 years. Better sleep. Walnuts contain natural melatonin, tryptophan, magnesium. This combination dramatically improves sleep quality for seniors whose melatonin production has dropped 90% after age 60. Eleanor was showing early dementia signs. Her family was preparing to move her into assisted living. We added 2 ounces of walnuts daily, morning and evening. After 6 months, her memory scores improved 34%. She regained independence. She managed her medications again. Her brain scans showed increased hippocampal activity. 3 years later, she is still independent, writing poetry, and swears walnuts saved her life. She keeps bowls of walnuts around her house so she never forgets a serving. If you're over 60, here's the truth. Food can destroy you, or food can save you. 4 nuts quietly damage senior health. Cashews, peanuts. Brazil nuts, macadamia. Nuts, 4 nuts restore senior health. Walnuts, almonds, pistachios, pecans. These don't just add years to your life. They add life to your years. Now I want to hear from you. Which nuts do you eat daily? Have you ever felt better or worse after eating certain nuts? Share your experience in the comments. We reply to every senior personally. Thank you for watching, and take care of your mind, your heart, and your body, one handful at a time.